She's alive. Alive!
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers!
Happy Halloween.
Yes. Do you know originally, right? Because I'm wearing my Frank mask today, right? Originally, my plan was to make Dr. Smokenstein a completely separate character from myself.
Okay.
Completely altered. I was going to wear the mask for everything.
I knew that.
As soon as we, for pictures, for a video, I was going to wear the mask and I was going to pretend like there were two completely different people, me and him. And I just got lazy. And now
all you got to do is put on a mask.
Yeah, but now that I'm doing it in the mask, it kind of sucks. I wouldn't want to do this every week. I can't breathe through my nose and the eye holes are really, really small. So if I had to read a proper script here today, this wouldn't be working.
See how you get on with what is scripted.
First of all, we fucked up, didn't we? Not the small fuck up, because I don't know. If you're like me when you're listening to podcasts and you get to the part where they start promoting stuff, and I know I shouldn't be promoting this because it really goes against what we want you to do, but when they start doing the promotional stuff, I usually zone out, stop listening, or turn off the podcast and mark is finished to move on because I've heard the story. But at the end of our episode coming this Wednesday, Norman Bates Part 3, we promote today's show. Because we did part 2 and 3 at the same time because of Halloween and we were busy and you were going away and all that shit. So we were just like, fuck it, we'll do it all at once. And then we ended up promoting all of the stuff for this week, next week.
We did. That's okay.
So when you're listening next Wednesday.
Well, last Friday it'll
tell you about what we did the week beforehand.
Yes.
With no indication of what's coming.
No.
So it'll be a surprise. So what we said we do this week is, ordinarily, the show is what we like to do is take all the different timelines from all the different mediums that are there. And like Psycho, we had a lot we could have worked with. There's the book, there's the movies, there's the TV show. But the problem was, and usually we take all of them, take the best of all those elements and make one long story out of it. Thing was, I felt like the best version was the 4 movies that were there and it told the entire story start to finish. Exactly. And if I started mixing in the TV show with stuff,
10 weeks worth of
it would be too contradictory. There'd be too many contradictions to what was going on. And then if I added the book in, I mean, Norman in the book is heavy. He's overweight. He wears glasses and stuff. I'd have had to make a lot more changes again. Yeah. And the kind of story was there. It was just told out of sequence. So it was like, all right, we're going to tell it in sequence and put bits and pieces in it. And I think it turned out better because of it.
Yeah.
But I just thought maybe today we just touch on the fact that there is the TV show Bates Motel. If you haven't seen it, it's really, really good. Fuck, I forgot to write to put down what the name of that young fella was that plays him. You know him, don't you? Hang on. Just because I know him. Bates Motel. He's the kid from where he plays the autistic
about
doctor.
About a boy. Freddie Highmore.
That's it.
Not About a Boy. That was Nicholas Hoult.
That was Nicholas Hoult. That was, I saw
Freddie Highmore was Finding Neverland.
I saw About a Boy in the cinema.
Yeah?
I didn't want to. The girl I was with made me go see it.
It's okay if you wanted to go see it.
I was only like 12 or 13 when that came out.
The girl I was with, you were 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Good job.
And I was only at the cinema because I had to bring... Who did I have to bring? I had to bring my little sister, I think, to the cinema because I was grounded at that stage.
Okay.
Because it was just after Easter. And everyone used to come from my dad's side, used to come to dinner at our house on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
And then they all went off to the pub and then I stole a beer from the fridge and my parents fucking realised
like
it.
12, Josh.
Straight away. Realised there was a beer missing. Fuck me. Who'd have thought?
They're responsible parents.
So in this show, Vera Farmiga from The Conjuring plays Norma. Freddie Highmore is Norman Bates. He is brilliant as Norman Bates.
He is. He's
really,
a good
really, really good choice. Ryan Hurst is in it as well. I liked his character.
Yeah,
Chick
I was
Hogan.
sad to see him go.
You had Nestor Carbonell, Sheriff Alex Romero, and he takes up the kind of spot of Chet Rudolph.
Yeah.
From the movies. And I can't do this. It's too hot. I'm roasting under here.
You pussy.
And it's the first place we saw Olivia Cook. Isn't it?
Yeah, first place we saw. I've seen her loads of times since. Yeah, first place we saw her.
First time I saw her. And she kind of plays a friend of Norman's and you kind of see Norman develop it. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I like everything Psycho, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting fucking story. It explores his teenage and young adult years. It takes his father's death in a different direction. What happens there again? Is it something falls on him in his garage or some shit? I
can't remember.
Do they kind of play up that he might have been abusive in this?
I think so. I think that's the kind
Norma
of route that they
might have
take
had
with it.
it's been years since I've seen it. I haven't seen it since it finished.
But I remember it was good.
And then you have the brother, and I was saying that to you yesterday when we were talking. I was like, it's funny because it goes the Ed Gein direction then as well of bringing in the older brother who isn't clinging to the mother and who is trying to get the clingy brother away from the mother. And I like that character too. He could be a bit brooding at times and a bit fucking cranky. Where is he in this? Caleb Calhoun, is that him? Caleb, that was Caleb, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Kenny Johnson is his real name. I assume he didn't go by Bates because of... No. That's the dude from The Shield.
Thieriot, Max.
Yeah.
He was Dylan Massett in it.
That was it, Dylan. I remember him saying Dylan. Do you know why I'm confused here?
Why?
Because they fucked up on IMDb, and for some reason it looks like Ryan Hurst's picture is what. Like, I know Ryan Hurst's picture is black and white here, but he looks like Ryan Hurst in his picture here. Let me open this up. He definitely didn't have that. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah. Once I click into it, but in the small little tiny little thumbnail version on the base Motel thing, he looks like Ryan Hurst.
Oh, okay.
Click into it and
you
it's
can
not
clearly
him. See it too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him. I enjoyed that little weed farm fucking backstory they had with him and all that kind of shit. It was fun. And I didn't think they were going to take it all the way up to the actual Psycho.
They did.
Part, like Norma does get killed in this. Norma is mummified in this, and Marion Crane is played by Rihanna.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
And doesn't get killed.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was one of the big changes they made. They didn't bother killing Marion Crane off.
Yeah,
and eventually it's kind of Caleb figures out what's going on. Not Caleb. Sorry. I keep going, Caleb, he's Kenny Johnson's dude from The Shield and from Sons of Anarchy. I don't know why he keeps popping into my head. But Dylan eventually figures out what's going on, and him and Emma, who was played by Olivia Cook, are in a relationship together, even though Norman kind of had a thing for Emma as well, and then they get together. Yeah. And Norman just goes to a mental institution for what he did with Norma.
Exactly.
And for a couple of murders he did commit.
Yeah.
Because he does kill a school teacher in it at one point.
As far as I remember, he does. Again, it's a long time since I've seen this.
Well, we watched it as it was airing.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've never went back to it since. I might know because I'm starting already to kind of get psycho withdrawals since we finished doing the series, because I really, really enjoyed covering the thing. It's something we've been talking about doing for fucking the last 2 years. Like, it's like, when were we going to get to this? And then we finally did, and it was fun, and I really, really fucking enjoyed it. Now it's gone, it's done. I can't do it again.
We get a break.
So I might just scratch that itch and go back and watch the TV show.
Go for it.
Because it is interesting. It runs for, how many seasons does it run for? There's 50 episodes, so I would assume 5 seasons at 10. I'm just clicking on the episode guide here. 5 seasons at 10.
Okay.
Like I said, Freddie Highmore, very good as Norman. Perfect casting. Really, really pulls off what Anthony Perkins was pulling off. Just same kind of vibe. Vera, for fucking hell, she was the perfect Norma.
Perfect. Yeah,
perfect
absolutely.
Norma. I believe it. It made me dislike her as a person afterwards.
You are terrible for that.
I
Just
hate
because somebody
that.
plays a shitty
But
person
I can't
on TV.
help it. It was the same with Penelope Cruz in Blow. When I saw her fuck Johnny Depp over near the end and then be a bitch to Johnny Depp near the end, I was like, she's a fucking cunt. So I just couldn't help it.
Yeah.
And it's the same here. It was like, I associate her so strongly with Norma Bates now that it's really fucking hard to put her in anything else as a nice person. Like, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure she's lovely in real life. I mean, I've never met her. She's a great actress.
Yeah, she is.
Despite what I think of The Conjuring. But yeah, you should go check that one out. It's really fun. It's really, if you're a psycho like I am, then this is definitely for you. If you want to explore Norman's mentality a little closer, this is the show to go to. It's fun, and it doesn't drive too far away from the originals to put you off.
Yeah.
It tries to stay faithful while adding to it. Do you know what I mean?
It does, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a few inconsistencies, little stuff. I mean, they take a few creative liberties, and I mean, I suppose the big fucking change is allowing Marion Crane to have a happy ending.
Yeah.
But then I suppose if they wanted to put their own full stop ending on this,
That was the way to do it.
they'd have to do that, or else it was just going to run into, you know, all the way up to Psycho 4, where Norman's in his fucking 60s.
Yeah.
And about to have a child, and everything's good, and everything's grand, and everything's great. But go check it out. Who shows that now? Well, where does that air these days? That was done by A&E. So I'm not 100% sure where A&E airs streaming wise these days.
Apparently, you can stream it on Sky TV and entertainment.ie.
Awesome.
In Ireland.
In Ireland. Americans, figure it out for your fucking self.
Netflix as well. Oh, no. Yeah, Netflix, but it's not available in Ireland on Netflix.
Okay. But yeah, it's well worth the check. And with all the Ed Gein fucking stuff that's going on at the moment, you know, I think people just have a taste for it. Sometimes you can come with these serial killer things, and it can all be a bit too much, and you just get sick of it.
Yeah.
And other times there's ones, and they come at you, and it's just like, oh, more.
Yeah.
Give me more. I mean, we watched Devil in Disguise last week with John Wayne Gacy. I did. You fell asleep for most of it.
I fell asleep for a lot of it because we didn't watch it till like stupid o'clock.
We were working, weren't we? We were doing this.
We sure were.
Fun. Good performances.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I couldn't help but feel like it felt like Cliff from Cheers was John Wayne Gacy with the accent.
Yeah.
So it was hard to differentiate
it was,
that.
in fairness.
I find he's because John Wayne Gacy's one of these guys who makes my skin crawl that I don't even like really
talking about him.
He interests me, but to a limit.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can't get obsessed with his storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But I did find this interesting. I find his mentality and sexuality funny.
Why?
Because obviously it was a bunch of boys he killed, and it was after having sex with them and stuff like that, or picking them up to have sex with them and all this stuff. But his father was extremely homophobic and used to call them fruit pickers. And whenever John was like fucking, this was putting his face in interviews and stuff like this about the homosexual angle. It's like, you don't understand, you don't get it. It's bisexual. I'm not gay. It's like closing your eye. I mean, if you close your eyes, who gives a shit who's sucking your dick because it feels the same as a woman? It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fruit picker. Fuck those fruit pickers. I'm bisexual. I'm bisexual sex. I like ladies. And it's like, no, John, you're gay. And if you had admitted that earlier, there'd be about 30 more boys still alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much.
And it's just such a nasty, disgusting story.
It is.
It's really an interesting case to watch how he reacted as he was about to get caught. Because you got guys like Bundy who just go on a rampage. Danny Rowling who go on a rampage. Guys who know it's nearly over, so I'm going to get every last bit of juice out of this. And here's this dude bringing the cops in for dinner and walking out and talking to the police and stuff like that, and going around telling friends and family and stuff like that, I might be around for a while and all this kind of stuff. It was just casual as fuck for him. And then he got pissed drunk and went in and told his lawyer everything.
He did.
And then he was another one of these idiots who was just like, because Ted Kaczynski did the exact same thing, where they were trying to kind of claim insanity, but they didn't want to be seen as insane. So Ted Kaczynski like insisted he wouldn't. He to the point where he wanted to represent himself in court. He was the Unabomber.
Okay.
And he was one of the cases where the judge was like, no, you're not going to represent yourself in this court. I'm sorry. It's not happening. He wasn't happy about that, but he kept firing his fucking lawyers and stuff like that. Right. But Gacy was the same. He didn't want to be seen as crazy. He instead went with the Alien Warnos kind of fucking defense of it was all self-defense. I murdered 30 people in self-defense.
Fucking idiot.
Misunderstandings, accidents, and self-defense.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, check that out. That's fun. It's an easy watch, and it's especially if you're not. If you're listening to us, you are into blood and gore and guts. But I mean, like I was talking to my mom about the Ed Gein stuff, and she was like, "I can't watch that. It's too much." But I was like, "Well, the Gacy one, then you could watch." Because they actually don't show any real violence or gore in it. It's just all implies all the investigation and what they're finding more than how it's happening and when it's happening. Yeah. And it's showing the backstory to the... They did it well in the sense of they gave the victims the spotlight. Mm-hmm. And Gacy was just there. But the victim stories played out and how they ended up in Gacy's... fucking reached, you know. That's
usually how they do Gacy's story, in fairness.
Yeah, and they had that show has actually been renewed for a second series.
Okay.
Anthology wise, and it's The Night Stalker. Richard Ramirez.
Probably do a better job than Ryan Murphy.
He hasn't touched The Night Stalker yet.
No, I mean, and any serial killers.
I'm looking forward to seeing that because I do like Richie's story.
Mm-hmm.
I find it interesting.
Yeah.
He seems like he was born to kill.
Probably.
There's no if, buts, or maybes about it. Like he was just born to kill. Yeah. Now his upbringing was fucked up too, but he was bred for it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to some movie news?
Go for it.
Biggest being that yesterday we got our first trailer for Scream 7.
I do still have to watch it.
It's interesting. I still can't see what direction we're going with it. So the trailer kind of kicks off with, do you know how they have the actual Stu Macher house and they do an Airbnb with it? Mm-hmm. So they use that in the movie, and in the beginning of the trailer,
as an Airbnb, or just
in the trailer, in the start, the opening of the trailer is this couple, and it's like, oh my god, I can't believe it's bed and breakfast, and they have like like the taped outlines of where bodies were on the floor. They have a mechanical ghost face that moves and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. But then a real ghost face attacks them.
Okay.
And then it shows Sydney getting a phone call and, the usual shit. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, oh, you're just another idiot in a fucking mask and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, but I'm not going to stay fucking hidden. And it shows him dropping out of the fucking attic and stuff like that and chasing and a lot of stabbing and crazy and stuff like that.
Sounds like Batman.
They did absolutely... There's no mention of Stu. No mention of fucking
they're
brother, her brother.
They're not going to mention them, and they're not going to show him in the trailer.
At the very, 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 very end of the trailer. And there's no mention of Dewey. There's no mention of... What's her brother's name again? Fucking...
Whose brother?
Sydney's brother. Fucking...
Roman.
The worst... Roman. There's no mention of any of the three of them. But... At the very, 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 very end of the trailer. Hang on, I'm going to pull this up. I'm sure we'll get away with paying like 10 seconds of the end of a trailer without getting fucking shut down by thing. I think it is Stu's voice we're hearing here. And there was a lot of cameras and her looking at her phone and looking at cameras and stuff like that. So I do have the belief that this will be AI that's used. It's definitely someone from her past.
This is it.
Shh, you get me in trouble. Do you know what? I'm going to risk playing it. If they cut it, I'll just cut it out and re-to it because we're not going to show the video. So, but this is basically the trailer.
This is it.
So this is the two of them going into the house.
We're staying at the Psycho Killer B&B.
Just two randoms going into the Airbnb. Here. Oh no, everything's going crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
So you got this mechanical ghost face. But I assume they actually have that in the real Stu Macher house. And we got her on the chandelier. I would assume this is the opening kill of the show.
Hello, Sydney. Did you miss me?
Sydney's back at Stu's house now, which means she's deaf from home.
You and your pretty daughter reminds me of where we grew up.
Well, you sure know a lot about me for another asshole hiding behind a voice changer.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sydney. Not this time.
See, if it's Stu, he's moving very spry for a man of that age, isn't he?
Down to the end.
What? Oh, sorry. See, I have one on, one off. I gotta keep talking. These people on the video can't actually see this shit. They can hear it.
If you hurt her.
People on the camera only see me looking at, two of us looking at the fucking laptop. I'm trying to.
All your friends died for just being near you.
Where is my daughter? Tatum, listen to me. He's trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this together. You're gonna have to shoot him through the wall. Where? To the right of the door. Shoot him now! Do it now! Oh, you got it. He's dead. You need to make sure you shoot him in the head.
I love
I'm gonna burn it all
it. Need to listen to the very end.
This is gonna be fun.
There. Right? That has to be Stu. That has to be Stu. That's gotta be fun. Right? So I'm looking forward to this fucking movie. I cannot fucking wait. We're only a few months away now. November, December, January, February.
I'm torn. I'm pretty certain it's 100% Stu, but because they were both the killers in like in the one movie, I'm kind of like, is it maybe Billy? But more sounds like Stu.
But he hasn't been official. Like Skeet Ulrich isn't on the official cast list yet.
Oh, I thought he was.
As far as I know, it is only Roman and Stu and Dewey are the only three dead people coming back
with
here.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, because the two of them are in that, but they actually don't actually. From what I'm hearing, they're not going to share any scenes at all, or many scenes at all.
Okay. Skeet Ulrich is on the Google thing that comes up, but I don't trust Google AI.
I'll tell you now who's on IMDb here. We have Nev Campbell as Sydney Prescott. Isabel May is Sydney's daughter. Mason Gooding is Chad Meeks Martin. Joel McHale is Mark Evans, and if you watch the trailer, it does not look good for him. Michelle Rula, people coming back. David Arquette, Scott Foley. They don't even have fucking Stu in the top fucking cast here. Click in. They don't even. Oh my god. Yeah, Matthew Lillard. That's it. There's nobody else on the cast list as of right now that's dead and coming back.
I'm checking Skeet Ulrich's IMDb here just to see. Yeah, his Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is there, but there's no upcoming as in Scream listed in his upcoming.
So we're just going to have to wait and see. But I would have to say, if it's only the three of them, I do really believe that it's going to be. I think because of their focus so much on the house, right? On Stu's house. And you see that Ghostface burns the house down himself in it. Mm-hmm. I think it's got to be someone from Stu's past, someone from Stu's family coming together.
Yeah.
And that it's going to, because you hear in when Ghostface calls her, it's like our past, our hometown, our fucking this. So it's someone from Woodsboro. It's someone that's going to bringing up the past again. But I believe because the house is such a big influential part, and the fact that Matthew Lillard is playing some part in this movie, it has to be his family instead of the Loomises this time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which would make sense since the last two movies revolved around the Loomis lineage. Mm-hmm. And the Loomises have the Loomises and Prescotts have kind of loomed large over the whole franchise, right? Yeah. That this would take it in a completely different direction by focusing more on the Mockers. Mm-hmm. You know, how did it affect them? Because the only real extra Stu Mocker fucking mention has been his nephew, who was killed in Scream 5, played by shit.
Dennis Quaid's son.
No.
Oh no, sorry, that was Scream. Yeah.
We love him. What's his fucking name? From Outsiders, from Smile.
Don't tell me. Is it not a Caleb Jackson, Caleb Johnson, Caleb something? No.
Kyle Garner.
I was close.
Gallner. Gallner.
He was in Jennifer's Body as well.
Yeah,
That was the first
I
time
really
saw
love him.
Mhm.
I actually was hoping that I was really disappointed when he got killed off so quick.
I know. I do like him as an actor. I like when he pops up and things as well.
So, I mean, could this be maybe someone related to him as well? Because he's Stu's nephew, which means Stu had to have, we know Stu had a sister.
Well,
Is
she's
this-
still knocking around the place.
That she is. So is this where we're going with it? Do you know? And are they just bringing, I mean, Dewey will be brought in AI form to fuck with her and fuck with Gail, you know, just to get in their heads. Same with fucking Roman.
Mhm.
It's like he started all, but it's to get into her head, your family, your thing, you know, these are the people and all this. And then have it be the mockers dealing with it this time instead of the
Well,
Loomises.
maybe they're all in it and somebody takes off a headset at the end, a different spin on it. It was all just a dream and it'll be shit.
And everyone will be angry, and that'll be the end of the screen. Lovely. Thank you very much. We were on to the next thing. We were actually fucking right. Well, I was right.
About what?
When we watched The Conjuring last rites the last day.
We watched another movie about it. Is that?
No. We watched The Last Rites. Conjuring Last
yeah,
Rites.
yeah.
And we had seen the Smurl story before in a different made for TV movie. But at the start of the movie when they're younger, and we were both looking at each other going, why the fuck didn't they just use the de-aging fucking thing?
Because we're getting a prequel.
There's a prequel moving forward, and funny enough, James Wan is producing and a
That
director.
surprised me.
Because there was talk that Conjuring was ending because James Wan
Was
had
moving on,
split
like,
with the company, and that his company was Atomic Monster were going to Blumhouse.
Saw, wasn't it? Was it not Saw that he's coming back for?
Yeah. But he's only producing, so I mean,
Oh.
it wouldn't be the same hands-on kind of shit as directing and all that stuff.
But it still begs the question, why not cast Tamissa Farmiga?
I know, yeah. It's a weird one.
Mhm.
But it definitely kind of answers the question of these two actors were obviously who they have in mind for maybe playing the younger versions.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know the younger versions of Ed and Lorraine Warren?
Yeah. A young Ed is spot on.
Oh yeah, bang on.
Spot on.
And
They did
I
a
thought
great
it was
job with that.
aged- I thought it was
So did
aged
I. When
really
I
well.
first I saw her, and what was in my head was right. So they recast a younger person for
But
Vera.
they just de-aged him.
No, I thought that they just had Patrick Wilson, but they just had like a good job in his face done,
That's
and
what
then
I'm
it
saying,
clicked him.
de-aged it.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant like AI de-aged him.
Yeah. that's
No,
what
I thought that they was just
No,
better
that's what
makeup.
I thought they had done.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're moving forward with it. Like I said, it's every fucking horror movie ever. If they put the word last in the horror movie,
You're getting
it's
another
just
one.
to try and convince you to come and watch it, and they will bring you another one soon. There's always a new beginning.
I will say though, although it was a good movie, it's not none of the Conjuring so far since the first one have topped or even met the same expectations from the first
Because you know
one.
what to expect.
But not really.
Do
They
you know
could
what
have
I mean?
done other. I mean, like that whole clapping thing with the first Conjuring, that really, really added to it. Like stuff from Hauntings that you're not expecting, but they're very run of the mill now.
But see what I said to you, and I stick by this, is the biggest problem I think they had was the second one. They went away and they fucking took a story that everybody knew in the Enfield haunting,
Mhm.
a very popular haunted story,
And it wasn't even properly the Enfield Haunting.
and changed it completely.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they had a tiny part to play in Enfield.
It was
haunting.
more about who
A
was the
slight
nun? The nun was in
consultation.
that, wasn't
yeah, that's
she?
where that kind of kicks off. It was yeah. So I mean, I think that's where the fuck up was, because hardcore fans and people who know about this shit instantly was like, this is bullshit. Don't want it.
Pretty much what they did with Monster.
Yeah, and then by the time the third one came, the third one kind of toned down it and went more with the courtroom kind of fucking thing. And I think it just took people completely out of it.
Yeah.
And Last Right, it's just it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just,
It's like what
I've
we
seen
said
this
when we
trick
watched
before.
Lake Mungo last night. It's good. It's a good movie, but in terms of like, it didn't blow me away. I wasn't like, oh my God, that was so scary.
yeah. Like,
I
it
like,
doesn't scare me at all.
I
It was
like,
just
if I'm
interesting.
going watching a paranormal movie, I feel my fucking heart going. Like, I want to be able to jump and feel like I want to be high behind the pillow. Like, that to me is a good
If anything,
ghost movie.
Lake Mungo went out of its way to prove that 99% of the stuff they thought was ghost was definitely not ghosts.
Although the story did keep me kind of hooked in, it was the way it was filmed. It was kind of like the tone of it and all. It kind of made me drowsy at times.
She fell asleep for
But
20
that's
minutes.
what I mean. No, that's what I
You
mean.
woke up at one point and was like, why the fuck are they all here? And I was
No,
like,
no, no.
"All right, I'll pause it. This is what's after.
But you're just proving my point. That's what I was saying. It kind of soothed me to the stage where I
You
was
missed
kind
the
of like,
whole sex tape story.
I know,
like,
yeah.
I had to explain like what was going
but
on.
it kind of had that tone to it that it was nearly like a lullaby. at parts of it, and I just kind of felt myself drifting off.
And I said it's you. That's the crazy thing. It actually got highly praised for its sound and music.
The sound to me pissed me off because there were sometimes you couldn't hear them talking over the music.
I didn't notice that at all.
I did, because you couldn't hear them talk over the music. That's what it was. So they weren't on screen, but say it would have started on a different scene, but it'd be coming into the next scene with somebody talking just over the last scene, and the music would play, and you might catch some words.
Maybe that was intentional though, to give it that documentary style, because documentaries can be fucking terrible for music mixing.
Especially the old PBS ones. I can't watch a PBS
fuck me.
documentary.
There are so many documentaries we've watched where it's like, I can't hear what these people are saying over this fucking shitty music that they're fucking playing.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous.
Just didn't have expectations for what I'd heard about it.
Next up, Deathstalker. I've been fucking waiting for this. We're going to be talking about Steve Kostanski soon, because we're going to review Frankie Freako later. But this is his latest one. And it's a remake of the 1983 Deathstalker movie. We've talked about it a few times over the last few weeks, saying it's coming. Update is, because if you're like us and you live in anywhere that's not a city in Ireland, you don't get movies like this. You only get these movies in cities where they'll have big numbers of people going to it.
Yeah.
So it didn't come to our cinema. Digital release November 11th. So the wait is nearly over.
Nearly
Another
there.
2 weeks and I'm going to get to see Deathstalker, and it looks fucking amazing. It has that Kostanski aesthetic where the Repulsa's castle.
They do.
Make my monster grow. I love that Robot Chicken sketch where she does the penis enlargements.
Oh, yeah.
And it's Rita Repulsa, make my penis grow, and then she throws it and the penis just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Way too big, because obviously they
like
turn
Alice
giant.
in Wonderland.
But the monsters, the bad guys in this look fucking amazing, and real fucking nostalgia
Practical
vibes.
effects, because that's where this nostalgia comes from. I'm looking at the pictures here and you can see that it's practical, I'd say,
It's
more so than
But it's his style. And again, if you look at the IMDb section for the parental guide, the same as all these other movies. There is no cursing. There is no sex. It is just gore and fucking stuff that's going to be in it. It's Steve Kostanski and the whole Ass Transit crew. A lot of their movies they release are actually family-friendly fucking movies. Frankie Freako, we'll talk about it later. You can watch that with your kids and enjoy it. Fucking Psycho Gorman, you can watch that with your kids and enjoy it. There's a bit of gore in it, but over that, there is no word of cursing in it.
Yeah.
They never curse. They intentionally switch out words for like fuck, for freak, freaking this, freak this, freak that, frack that. And it's funny because it's amusing to listen to. You know?
Yeah. Still surprises me that Psycho Gorman wasn't actually Psycho Gorman.
What do you mean?
But for years, when you were going on about it, because you know, like the second name Gorman and O'Gorman, I thought it was Psycho Gorman. I thought he had a bit of Irish in him, but it's not.
It's Psych O'Gorman.
No, Psycho Gorman, not Psycho Gorman.
Oh yeah. So if you don't know what Deathstalker is about, the kingdom of Aberzon is under attack. Abraxian, thank you. I'm terrible with those.
Sorry, I forgot to shout that one at you. I still owe you a shout.
The kingdom of Abraxian is under siege from the Dreadites. Ooh, that's very, very, very close to copyright infringement there. A mysterious horde of warriors whose sudden appearance is rumored to foretell the return of the Necronomenon.
Necromemnon.
Still close enough, isn't it?
Necromemnon.
An ancient sorcerer long thought dead. Such times of chaos are times of fortune for men like Deathstalker, who have broken ties with all guilds and banners, now ekes an existence from the spoils recovered in the wake of Dreadite attacks. Our story begins with when Deathstalker unknowingly recovers an enchanted amulet from the corpse-ridden battlefield and finds himself cursed by by arcane magic. Now pursued by a monstrous clan of assassins at the behest of the Dreadite Scourge, Deathstalker is forced into a perilous quest to reverse the course and rid the realm of evil death. Death is just the beginning of great adventure. So this really has fucking Army of Darkness vibes already, isn't it? It's like Army of Darkness meets The Witcher.
Yeah,
that's the best way to describe it.
Which we gotta watch.
The new Witcher?
The new Witcher.
Cool. I'm not against it.
Okay, I'll watch it.
No, I've watched the last few seasons, so I watched this season, which it's one of those shows that I kind of.
Do you need a refresher?
No, thank you. I'm good.
No, we don't need to watch all of them. I can just give you a few bullet points.
I have a fair idea of what's going on. It's just one of those ones that never really locked me
Yeah, I
in.
get you.
But I followed while we were watching. You know, it was,
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. The Monster Mash,
Mhm.
which we've all heard probably 2 billion times this week because it's Halloween. The song is getting an animated feature adaptation
Hey,
from Miramax.
nice.
So that would be an interesting
That
one,
would
right?
be.
I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. It is coming from Miramax, blah, blah, blah. Basically, Miramax CEO Jonathan Glickman said, for more than 60 years, nothing has said Halloween quite like the Monster Mash. We're thrilled to be entrusted by the Pickett and Capizzi families to be partnering with Reservoir Media to bring this iconic song to life as an animated musical for all audiences.
So we're finally going to know what kind of dance the Monster Mash is.
Mhm. It's a project that celebrates the fun and spirit of the original and should become a perennial graveyard smash for years to come. Of the original, is there already a fucking Monster Mash?
Maybe he meant the original movie. Let me have
That's
a
what I'm
look.
saying.
No, I mean the original song.
Monster Mash. There's
There
one from
is a Monster Mash movie. It's a
2024.
horror musical from 1995.
Yeah, there's one in 2000.
I think it's also called
1964.
Frankenstein Sings, I think.
Man, well, look at that.
There is also one from 2024. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an asylum movie.
Oh, no, the one I'm looking at here from 1964 is just actually the fucking music video.
And
4
then
minutes long.
there's the Monster Mash.
Wouldn't
It's a
you know
video
that?
from 2000. We meet 3 main monsters: Frank, Drac, and Wolf. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if that's. Yeah, I don't think that follows the song title, the song lyrics.
So again, it is Halloween night, and one of my favorite things to do on Halloween night is watch Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So JoeBlow.com here has it ranked all the movies, and I wanted to see what you think of this ranking and where you land with this.
Okay.
If my computer will agree to follow me here. So we're going best or worst to best according to Joe Blow. Fuck me, what the fuck is up with this?
I can start if you'd like.
No, I'm good. Okay. So the worst, and I would agree with this 100%.
Yeah.
Halloween Resurrection 2002 with the fucking weird ass fucking Busta Rhymes beating up Michael Myers fucking shit.
I remember.
God, that was an awful movie.
Yeah. No, I didn't enjoy
And
it.
they even killed Laurie off at the start of it, which
Yeah.
was even a weirder fucking thing.
Absolutely.
I don't get the hate. The second on the list is Halloween Ends. I don't get the
I
hate for
don't get
Halloween
the
Ends.
hate for any of the newer Halloweens. I enjoyed all the newer Halloweens. The
Don't
Rob Zombie
understand
Halloweens I loved.
But this is Halloween Ends. This is
Oh, yeah.
This is the latest one.
Yeah, no, I still don't understand the problem with that.
Then they have Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, which is
Wasn't the
the
worst.
culty ones they're fine. They're nice little kind of. Oh, this is the one with Paul Rudd. I love this one. Paul Rudd's a legend. He plays Tommy in this one.
Oh,
The kid
yeah.
growing
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Next, Halloween Kills. My only problem with Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, it feels like they just stretched out. They were the last 3. It feels like they were working too hard to make a trilogy out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, everything. They could have made a 2-parter.
Yeah, and it would have been fine.
Fine. Yeah.
Halloween 2 from 2009 comes up next. I would rank that worse than Halloween Ends and Halloween Kills. Easily. That mainly just because it's a bit more fucking kind of weird with the whole Laurie kind of joining with him and the mother fucking figure in the background.
This was the one with Brad Dourif.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was Rob Zombie's second one.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie's first one, which is next on the list, was brilliant. I thought the 2007 remake was fucking great.
We were interviewed by. Is this an American View though? Because we were interviewed by one. I can't remember the man's name, but I remember him saying that they weren't. He wasn't.
Yeah. I don't get it. Then they have Halloween 5 with the worst mask of
It's
all
ridiculous.
time. That one I would put way fucking further down the line, closer to the end or closer to the worst, because I mean that's the one. Isn't that the one where Dr. Loomis is a big part of it, and he fucking shoots him up in that house at the end and all that kind of shit?
Yes.
Halloween 2 then comes in. I thought that was a fine sequel.
That was grand. Yeah, no, it opened perfectly as well. Like there's no gap or anything
it's
like
straight
that.
on,
Yeah,
and it's a finish to the story because they had intended on it being the end of Michael Myers' story, and that seemed fine to me. I mean, it's a straight up slasher from the 80s. It's grand.
Yeah.
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, is coming
is one
in
that for me I would have put as one of the worst.
That's it. That's in the top 6.
Yeah, but I mean, people always say
Do you not like that one?
In terms of Halloween, no. I mean, I may always make the comment that it's the movie that nearly finished they only nearly finished it because at the time it came out, people were mad for Halloween. For Michael Myers. That's what they incorporate. It would be like doing fucking Terrifier with no...
Yeah, with Art the Clown not being in the fucking movie, or none of the characters being in the movie. It's just a new fucking thing. You know? It'd be like taking one of the other segments of Terrifier, the original, and making that movie.
I do think the storyline, like
movie.
you said, if you're looking for Michael Myers and you come and it's all about masks, you know, and haunted masks.
If you were to take the words Halloween 3 out of this and just call it Season of the Witch, it would have fucking, you know, it would have done a lot better. I enjoyed the movie though. I personally liked the movie. I think it's a good Halloween fucking movie.
I'll give it another watch, see if I change my opinion.
So top 5. At number 5, we got Halloween H2O 20 years later.
This is where I don't agree with it, because my top ranking would be obviously Halloween. First Halloween was amazing. And my second would have been H2O. I absolutely adore H2O.
Well, I think it's a nostalgia thing for us as well.
Could be.
This would have been the one that kind of came out. 1998. I was 11. I
would have seen it maybe when I was in second year.
I probably would have seen it around 99, 2000. I suppose. I watched it on TV on like RTE, so it would have had to have been at least 2 years after it was out on things.
But it's a good movie.
It is. I enjoy it. I love it. I definitely have it in the top 5. It definitely beats what they have in Space Number 2.
What do they have in Space Number 2?
Oh, well, look at that.
Oh.
Sorry, Halloween 3 was actually top 5. This is no top 4. This is number 4 in the top thing. Halloween 2018 is in the top 3. So that's number 3. I love that movie.
That was a good movie, yeah.
But again, I like the new trilogy. Then you had Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. I'm going to shit on
Halloween 4 just for the mask again. I don't like that mask.
That mask is terrible.
It's a ridiculous mask.
I think the reason this one gets second spot in this list, it wouldn't be second spot in my list, but I think the reason this gets second spot in this list is more to do with Danielle Harris's performance as Jamie Lloyd and the ending.
Okay.
Because do you remember the ending where she's actually wearing the very similar clown costume to what?
Oh yeah. And she's on the cover like that as well.
Yeah, and she kills her fucking. Is it her mother?
I think so.
I've only seen it once, but she kills her own family, and then they move on
from
the next one. Yeah. And obviously, number 1 is the original.
Imagine if the original got like 10.
I mean, it is one of the
perfect
peak fucking scary movies to watch, especially as a kid. To see this movie, it is like watching the personification of the boogeyman.
Oh, exactly.
I suppose while we're here, we will go to our kind of fucking what we watched this week and what we would suggest, our recommendations. So this week, I'll talk about. We talked about The Conjuring. We saw The Conjuring.
We talked about Lake
If you're into The Conjuring, you like it, you go out. We talked about Lake Mungo. It's worth watching. Lake Mungo, it's short enough. Don't go in there expecting to get scared. If you're into kind of the paranormal kind of thing, it's a good mockumentary. It's interesting. It suits us because it's the kind of thing we could cover on the show and have fun with.
But you're not going to come out scared pantsless. You're not going to come out scared turn off the lights at night. No.
So this week, I have 2 of these are movies I watched myself, and 2 of these are movies we watched together.
Go for it.
So I watched Good Boy, I watched Dark Match, and together we watched The Long Walk and Scared Shitless.
I love The Long Walk.
The Long Walk is amazing.
I don't really class it as horror.
No.
But
it felt like a fucking war movie to me.
It did feel like they were marching.
Movie. It was like Mark Hamill's crew were taking like the enemy fucking the enemies they had conquered back to the fucking I don't know, fucking internment camp or whatever.
But for the subject matter, I thought it was going to be a far harder movie to watch. But for me, I don't normally cry at a horror movie. There was only one scene in it that nearly did me in. But like, other than that, it's not that hard to watch emotionally. when he nearly steps off the footpath and she's like, no. Do you know when,
with the
when she's
mother?
like, yeah, when he's like, I'm sorry, mom. That to me nearly fucking ended me. But other than that, it's a really, really, really easy watch considering what it's about.
The only thing I was like, the long walk, my balls. I looked up.
They
it was
barely
like,
did
it was like
Munster.
430 miles. I said, that's like the fucking diameter. That's like the borderline of our province. I was like, we should do this as a charity event someday, the
But,
long
like,
walk, and have people
Going
do it.
into it, I kind of thought like, you're not factoring all these other things. I went into it thinking all they're doing is walking. I know you got to keep pace, but surely it's doable. And then you see people getting leg cramps, and then they're freaking themselves out even more because they got leg cramps, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, you're going to start getting crampy. Your muscles are going to seize.
Dude,
Like,
he twisted his ankle. I felt
that
so
was so
bad
fucked
for
up.
it. It was all
Yeah.
twisted up and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
your shoes wearing out, the blisters on your feet
Mhm.
and everything. And I was even saying to you, I was like, just imagine the fucking chafing. That would
Just
make
didn't
you
have
want to
that
stop.
problem, but that seems to be a huge problem for men.
Fuck me, man. If I
It's only ever
walk,
happened to me
like,
once.
oh, right in my thighs, there is a sore. It'll go away like within an hour of me stop walking, but
It's irritating.
yeah, it can be sore. Dark Match is a fun one. If you're a wrestling fan, it's definitely a fun one. Jericho plays a really good bad guy in it. Really menacing kind of bad guy in it.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea is Jericho was this wrestling star, and Stephen Ogg is also wrestling. They were a star in the same company, but Jericho is a bit of a religious nut, and starts to kind of build up a cult fan following, but then develops it into a cult. And there's some fuck up where he gets kicked out of the promotion, blacklisted.
Yeah.
And then he, after a couple of years, him and his cult book that promotion to do a private show for him, but they don't know who they're doing it for. So they go to this place. They don't realize it's Jericho. And then they're put into situations very similar to like there's an Inferno match where there's fire coming at them all over the place. There's different types of fucking wild stipulation death match style, but real death. Like, only one of us walks away kind of fucking thing. It's a really good movie. It's a fun movie. It's not one you want to take too seriously. And speaking of Stephen Ogg, we also saw him in Scared Shitless, which is a comedy horror. It's an hour and 15 minutes.
It's worth
and
it.
it is
It's
worth
so funny.
every second of it. It is fucking hilarious. It's classic. It's very, again, down the lines of your Steve Kostansky style. Like if you're into Frankie Freako, if you're into fucking
slapstick horror kind of
Psycho
nearly.
Gorman,
Yeah.
Scared Shitless is a great fucking
Perfect.
movie, man. It's a Canadian horror comedy where Mark Kinney from the Kids in the Hall has created some sort of fucking monster, like ultimate apex predator killing fucking creature
Yeah.
in this lab. And when his lab was about to shut it all down, he burns down the lab and takes the creature home, but the creature turns on him, kills him, and he lives in an apartment block, and it gets into the toilet system, the sewer system, and it's making its way around killing people in the apartment blocks. Stephen Ogg and his son comes along as the plumbers to try and fix a toilet for an old lady in the apartment block, and then they find they have to go up against this fucking flesh.
And their weapon of choice is Gaviscon.
Yep. Gaviscon is the way heartburn medicine, tummy medicine, helps you out. One that caught me off guard. I heard nothing but great things, but I just wasn't sure. Was Good Boy. Going in, I wasn't sure. Again, a short movie, an hour and 15 minutes. Feels longer, but in a good way. No, it didn't help. I was here on my own. Me and Caesar were chilling, and I threw on the movie, and within the first 2 minutes of the movie, Caesar was standing on a different chair, just staring at the door, the sitting room, the closed sitting room door, just staring at it. Wouldn't stop staring at it. I was like, you motherfucker, cut it out. I am not watching this movie
Put
with
blinkers
you.
on him.
You're going to scare me already. It has some great jump scares in it.
Does it?
You do not expect
See, that's what I want from a scary movie.
It is very much you're following the dog for all of this. There's very little dialogue in it, bits and pieces. You never see any of the actors' actual faces because you're at the dog's level the whole time. But those jump scares come from fucking nowhere. They make you, like, there was a few times I was like, oh shit, and you know I don't jump often.
No.
He's like, oh fuck me. And then it's funny because it's a dog, you are so much more invested.
Of course you are.
Do you know?
Good boy.
Because I mean, I text you were away, and I was just like, I'm watching Good Boy with Caesar. And it was like, the dog literally sees ghost dogs. And at that point, that's all he'd been seeing. He'd been seeing their grandfather who had passed away in that house, his dog walking around the place, and he's following that dog around the place and stuff. And it's a good movie. It's worth watching. So if you want to watch something fun this week, you got Dark Match and you got Scared Shitless. If you want to watch something that'll fuck with you a little bit, The Long Walk. And if you want to get scared, Good Boy. All the way, Good Boy. See, dogs do it better.
Maybe he's looking at the ghosts of Sammy and Kayla and Sky.
It was. I just laughed it off, and then after that, he came over and curled up with me, and then the little wuss wouldn't look at the TV anymore. Stuck his head in between my fucking armpit. And
he was scared as well.
All right, let's check out some reviews and then get the fuck out of here because it's Halloween and we got trick or treating to do.
Yes,
I need my candy.
You're gonna have trick or treating. Oh my god!
Yeah, I got my mask here.
Nice.
Trick or treat.
I'll stay and operate the door for the trick or treaters.
So again, since Spotify kicked me off 2 weeks ago for playing trailers on the fucking show.
They didn't kick you off. They just got rid of the episode.
Well, they got rid of my episode and I had to re-edit it and put it back up. I'm going to get you, the gorgeous Amy Rose, to read the synopsis for Frankie Freako 2024.
Okay. So, workaholic yuppie Connor is in an existential rut until one night he catches a bizarre ad for a party hotline hosted by a strange dancing goblin, Frankie Freako. Could this be just the recipe to spice up his boring life? Written and directed by Steve Kostansky and starring Connor Sweeney, Adam Brooks, and Christy Wordsworth.
So, Steve Kostansky's Frankie Freako is a cheeky, chaotic ride, a horror comedy pastiche of 1980s little monster movies, injected with puppetry, gross-out humor, and irreverent spirit Astron 6 fans live for. It's not perfect, but it's one of the most fun genre throwbacks in recent years. A film that wears its influences proudly while still delivering its own brand of weird. The film follows Connor, a workaholic 80s yuppie whose life is defined by routines, bland work presentations, and a lack of spontaneity. He's called a square so often that when a TV ad for a party hotline hosted by a rock and roll goblin, Frankie Freako, appears, Connor calls it out of desperation, and from there mayhem ensues. And again, just to give you an idea of how fucking family friendly this guy keeps these fucking horror movies, it is still adult orientated, but even when they're partying, they don't party with beer, they party with like fucking fizzy drinks. They drink too much grape juice, basically. Along for the ride are Freako's puppet companions, Daddy Dunko and Boinky Bardoo. Shabadoo. As they tear up Connor's world and eventually the boundaries between home and freak world get smashed in grotesque, hilarious fashions. What shines brightest is the movie's practical effects and creature designs. The puppets are deliberately lo-fi. The movement, animatronics, even the facial expressions are limited. This is part of the charm. The aesthetic captures the late 80s, early 90s creature feature era so well, from the puppet work to the set dressing, that watching Frankie Freako feels like discovering a muddy old VHS gem with the volume turned up. Also strong is the tone. Kostansky embraces the absurd, letting gross humor, body gag, dimension hopping, and weird character design run wild. Connor's journey from uptight yuppie to someone learning reluctantly to let loose gives a backbone to the chaos. It's not deep, but there's enough personality that it doesn't feel hollow. However, there are a few weak spots. The plot is thin and somewhat conventional in structure. You know what's coming after Connor makes the call, basically.
Yeah.
Some gags overstay their welcome. A few dialogue moments feel more like padding than purpose. And in moments, the nostalgia aesthetic reminds you of budget constraints, cheap lighting, visible seams, budget or puppet limitations, which works tone-wise but sometimes undercuts immersion. In sum, Frankie Freako is not elevated cinema, but who wants that when you can have rubbery goblins, dimensional destruction, and outrageous jokes that feel like they came from someone's fever dream of Gremlins, Puppet Master, and garbage bag style absurdity. For fans of Astron 6 creature features, or just movies that don't apologize for being weird, this is a party you want to be fucking at. I loved it.
Oh yeah, I adored the movie. I was, like you said, it's funny.
It's
but
ridiculous.
It's yeah.
It's just ridiculous. That's the only way to describe it. It is just a fucking. This is one of those movies where if you're looking for a message, you're looking in the wrong fucking place.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a movie. This isn't like we talked about Kostansky's The Void a couple of weeks ago on the show, and we gave a very different kind of view. That was almost like a standout movie from everything else he makes.
Yeah.
Everything else he makes is absurd and crazy and stupid. If you've seen Psycho Gorman, you're going to know what to expect walking in to Frankie Freako.
Definitely.
But it's definitely worth a watch. And it's even safer than Psycho Gorman because there is fuck all gore in this. Yeah. This is literally, it's Cat in a Hat with different with adults.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it is. You know, Cat in a Hat turns up, fucks up the whole house, and you got to try and get it cleaned up before his wife comes back and kills him. You know?
Their Cat in the Hat is a bit less destructive.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose he didn't drag him into a different dimension to stop him from these weird fucking robot
gangster
things.
I forgot about them.
Robot gangsters with the
yeah.
gangster and they're fucking brilliant. Yeah. It's just, to even hear us talk about this shit, it's just off the wall.
You got to see it.
Yeah, balls to the wall funny. Another one that caught me off guard that I thought I was like, it could be a hit or miss, but turned out to be absurdly funny, but still really, really good and full of really, really good gore, is Dead of a Unicorn from 2025. Give us the synopsis.
So a father and a daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while en route to a weekend retreat where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous curative properties. Written and directed by Alex Sharfman, and has a star-studded cast with Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd, Will Poulter, Tia Leone, and Richard E. Grant.
So Dead of the Unicorn marks Alex Scarfman's feature directorial debut, blending dark fantasy, horror, and satirical critique into a creature feature with big teeth, sometimes literally. With its outlandish premise, a father and daughter accidentally kill a unicorn, only to discover its blood and horn have miraculous healing powers. The film leans hard into moral absurdity, corporate greed, and environmental mythos. Paul Rudd plays Elliot Kittner, a lawyer who's trying to balance filial responsibility and pressures from his billionaire boss, Odell Leopold, played by Richard E. Grant. Jenna Ortega is his daughter Ridley, a moody, got-leaning teen who becomes the film's emotional compass. Their chemistry is decent. Rudd brings his usual affability. Ortega gives Ridley spark and moral urgency, especially in a movie that could easily escape by on spectacle. You know,
yeah,
she does bring feeling.
Oh, she does.
One strong aspect is the film's creature design and gore. The unicorns are designed boldly. This isn't your fucking My Little Pony style design. Like.
No.
The injury and blood effects are vivid. It's nasty, man, and it's fun. And when Death of a Unicorn leans into its horror fantasy roots, the results are often striking. Also, there's something satisfying about how the film satires big pharma, corporate exploitation, and the rich who treat magical creature or nature in general as resources to be mined rather than wonders to be respected. But the movie isn't without its flaws. Tonally, it sometimes struggles to decide whether it wants to be an earnest horror, grotesque satire, or comedic monster romp. Some of the CGI effects are a little underwhelming at times, especially when the film shifts to a more fantastical or large-scale unicorn action. Also, character development is uneven while Ridley shows depth, other characters, including Elliot, feel underwritten. Like Paul Rudd's character isn't exactly
fleshed out.
The main premise. Yeah. Some of the satire of ultra wealth, pharma, etc. falls into cliche at times as well. In some, Dead of a Unicorn is flawed but fun. It's messy at times, but when it works well. If you like creature features with bite, economic allegory, mythical rage, or just want something offbeat from A24, this will give you more than enough to chew on. It doesn't fully stick every landing, but it makes the flights worth taking. And Riley, our eldest kid, loved this one. Thought it was fucking great. Yeah. I like this one. I thought it was great. The blood and gore in this is fucking fantastic. It is really good.
And it's a beautiful movie as well, though. I think it's genuinely beautiful.
It is. It's nice, and even Joe, that little trip she goes on when she hits the horses and all
But
that
even
stuff.
like looking at the tapestries, fraud, that told the story of the unicorn. Everything about it is visually very appealing, I find.
And do you know who I thought had an absolute fucking, for me, it felt like, I know he's good in everything I've seen him in, but it was almost like a breakout performance. It was
Will Poulter. Love him.
He's fucking great.
Yeah.
The dude's like, he's a recovering drug addict, a rich kid drug addict, billionaire's son drug addict, who realizes that if he grinds up the fucking, the unicorn's fucking horn into dust, he can snort it and get super duper high. And he just gets like really fucking over the top in it,
Will
which is really
Poulter
good.
is fantastic.
And it also stars Anthony Carrigan is their butler Griff. And Anthony Carrigan, ever since Barry, has me won over so much that I will watch him in absolutely everything.
Can't I remember?
No Ho Hank.
Oh, I love No Ho Hank.
So you thought I had to say.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. He actually survives it because he's the only smart one, isn't he? He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. He says, I got a wife and kids. He's just legs.
I love him.
He comes back and saves, kind of saves it. He brings the cops back at the end of it.
Yeah.
But great movie. Well worth a watch. If you're a manly man and think unicorns are too pussy for you.
These unicorns, you don't
these
unicorns.
unicorns kick your fucking ass. But
yeah. There is no escaping them. Like
I say, this is not My Little Pony. This is
probably how if unicorns were real, I could imagine them being like this.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be like you could run of the mill horse with a little horn stuck on top of their head.
This is unicorns on fucking steroids. You know just by the cover. Look at the cover of Dead of a Unicorn. You can see the teeth in the mouth straight away of the unicorn. You don't see anything else but these.
Oh, yeah.
And Daddy Unicorn, holy shit. That dude, he was the one with the really big horn and the curls are on it and shit. And man. Because the idea is that the unicorn they actually hit is a baby unicorn. Mm-hmm. And the unicorns, because of their magical properties, can come back to life. And the parents are trying to come back to find their baby unicorn. So Mommy and Daddy Unicorn come to this big mansion to find their baby unicorn. And the big pharma billionaire doesn't want to give up his new magical treatment. And Mommy and Daddy Unicorn aren't too happy about it.
That they're not. But
no,
Mommy and Daddy would be happy over it.
But it's well worth the watch. Go check it out. And if you're looking for something to watch with your kids tonight, it's Halloween night. There's two good ones for you right there off the bat. Frankie Freako for some kids who mightn't be up for the blood and guts and gore, and Death of a Unicorn for the kids that might want a little bit extra, but don't
tiny
want
bit
it,
older,
but
maybe.
You still want to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done for this week. Enjoy Halloween.
Yes.
Eat. Be scared. Enjoy.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
No, that's Christmas. We're just going to eat,
drink, and be spooky.
And eat, drink, and shit your pants. That's how I'm leaving it.
If you're 80.
No, I got a couple of estates to hit. I got a carton of eggs. So if you're watching this, you give me the sweets or your house gets fucking targeted. You got that?
Can you tell he was born in the
80s? All right, we'll see you all next week. Love ya. Bye-bye.